just before today, you announced who was on the show, and I saw on Twitter that you'd announced that John Cleese was on it, and I was very, very excited about that. And somebody wrote, and I don't know what John's voting record is, and I couldn't give a shit, but it said, John Cleese voted leave. Why would you have him on the show? As if someone voting differently to you or having an opinion that's different to you means that you wouldn't tune in. I want to hear other people's views. I want to know why someone votes differently to me, because then you can possibly win an argument or persuade
We've become very sort of territorial now, that there's very little room for overlap. When John and I were talking last night, he said, this is going to be very boring, we agree on everything. And I thought, we haven't got round to the B word yet. So we might not agree on everything, but we can all have a conversation, we can make the wheels go round. It seems very difficult that so many other people seem to struggle with it.
Matt, most people, look, if you're right-wing, you read a right-wing newspaper. Because it sort of says, yes, you're right in your opinions. If you're left-wing, you read left-wing newspapers. So very few people are really interested in revising their opinions. And they're I think they're a tiny proportion of the voting population. That's why I don't see the hope. But incidentally, I didn't vote for Brexit. I know the research on people's ability to forecast the future. A guy called Philip Tetlock and another guy called Gardner in Toronto have done an enormous amount of work on this. We're very, very, very bad at forecasting what's going to happen. So I was vaguely in favor of Brexit, but I was the first person to say, I have no idea. And we will know in 5 years. And from this, I became a strong supporter of Brexit. I mean, I saw Michael Palin on Andrew Marr once, and they were both saying, Cleese is a strong supporter. Complete rubbish.
Terry Gilliam, I sort of seen him say, yeah.
I mean, it's exactly the same with me. I dared to say that I was a reluctant Remainer, and I dared to say that I understood people's reasons for voting to leave. That made me, in the eyes of sort of social media, well, you know, you're and also with regards to Trump, I've done a lot of stuff about trying to understand why he was so popular and why people voted for him, and you know, I would have accusations of being a Trump apologist, and you go, I'm no apologist. I just want to understand this mad phenomenon that's going on in Australia.
Thanks for watching that clip. You can find lots more of our work on social media, and do support us by becoming a member on YouTube or supporter on Patreon.